Today I pulled a fast one. Today the watchdog, me, came out in favor of something called the Texas Consumer Privacy Act. It's about protecting your privacy when you search and what you buy and what you do on the internet. Tonight's episode of the Blue Light Special, Internet Privacy. Welcome to the Blue Light Special. I'm Dave Lieber, the Watchdog columnist at the Dallas Morning News, and I do have one of the very best jobs in America. Every 2 years when the Texas legislature goes into session, I pick a couple of, 2, 3, 4 topics to go in there and fight. That's why I'm wearing my little dog tag tonight in my shirt, because it really is a battle. Because I can't go lobby, I can't go spend money and give donations, I can't call up lawmakers and push them on these things. So I have to call upon the public to help me, and we use the power of the press and the publicity and letter writing campaigns to try and get the Texas lawmakers to, help us fix the major problems that have come across consumers in Texas. And sometimes I'm successful. A few years back, they were using fingerprints for all 10 fingers at the driver's license, and that wasn't really right. So started that campaign, and now they're not allowed to do it anymore. So this does work on occasion. There's 3 main causes that you know, because you may be part of my Dallas News Watchdog Posse. A couple of thousand people that have joined the Dallas News Watchdog Posse Facebook group or have emailed me for the newsletter that I put out at watchdog@dallasnews.com. That's the email to send to me, watchdog@dallasnews.com. But anyway, you probably know what the 3 main issues are. Property tax reform, roofing license for roofers, and electricity reforms in the shopping system for Texans who shop for electricity. And the thing about this is, these are all like real common things, because everybody uses electricity, everybody has a roof over their head, and everybody has to pay property tax. Even if you rent an apartment, you're paying property tax. So I added a 4th one today, and I didn't get permission from anybody. I did it on my own. I hope I don't get in trouble for it with my posse folk. I hope you'll forgive me. But the column in today's Dallas Morning News says, Texas, we need an internet privacy law. And what I did was I explained, yes, we're with property tax reform, yes, we're with roofing, and yes, we're with electricity. Remember in electricity, I took the P away from the Public Utility Commission and sent this to them and said if they ever want to get it back, they have to show they care about us. And see, these are all signatures of all the different people who basically signed this petition saying, we support the watchdog movement to fix electricity. So, on the roofing thing, there really is a chance to get a license here. And on the electricity thing, I'm not hopeful at all. And the tax reform is definitely issue number 1, supposedly, along with school finance. But back to the internet thing. What happened was I stumbled upon this law that passed in California last year in the summer. They did it in a week because they knew that if they spent any more time on it, people would get all involved in it. Lobbyists would start to kill it. So within a week, the legislature in California passed a law. Governor Jerry Brown signed it. It's called the California Consumer Privacy Act. And it's the first of its kind in the nation. It's the first to regulate the data mining field, where people take all your data off your computer, where you go, what you do, who you are, and they sell it. So in California, starting next year, 2020, they say they can't sell it. They say they can't sell it unless you give permission. So people are going to opt out. And if you opt out and say you can't sell my data to anyone, they can't punish you. They can't throttle your internet speed. They can't charge you more. This is a big law. And if all the other states around the country were to pick up on it, we could have a Texas Consumer Privacy Act law too. And maybe some legislator in the Texas legislature this year in Austin, that just began in January, right now in 2019, maybe some lawmaker will introduce this. I hope to God they do. And if they do, the posse will support them, and we're looking for lawmakers who will introduce the roofing bill. We're looking for lawmakers to introduce the electricity reform bills. And we're looking for people to help us with the property tax. But I'm adding internet privacy to this because I think it's about time that this industry got regulated. And so we have 4 issues that stretch across commonality. You have a roof, you pay tax, you shop for electricity, and you search on the internet. And these are all things that need to be fixed and need to be protected so that Texans aren't hurt. People in Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, the same thing. It's for them too, but I'm only worried about the Texas posse. So if you're interested in these issues, just send me an email at watchdog@dallasnews.com, and I'll send you, put you on the newsletter, which comes out periodically. And you can just join Dallas News Watchdog Posse. And remember, every Friday and Sunday I'm in the Dallas Morning News, and you can read my columns at dallasnews.com/watchdog. And I like to see you on Saturday nights here. Watchdog fighting for you. Bam!